Robert O. Carr. As a high school senior in rural Illinois, receiving a $250 scholarship inspired you to vow that if you ever had extra money, you would use it to provide scholarships to students who had also faced adversities. You graduated from the University of Illinois with a bachelor's degree in mathematics and a master's degree in computer science. After college and brief jobs at a bank and as a teacher at a community college, your ambition led you to start your own business. Years of struggle ended when your business took off and becoming more successful than you could have imagined. With the success, you kept your vow to help students who had endured hardship. In 2003, you founded Give Back, a national nonprofit that provides college scholarships and mentoring to students who have endured adversity. Thanks to Give Back, 1,700 students have graduated from college or are on the path to do so now. As the recipient of a generous Give Back donation, Mercy University is proud to have provided scholarships to numerous students in support of your vision. Your entrepreneurial success and leadership as founder and CEO of Heartland Securities and Beyond have earned widespread recognition, including President Obama appointing you to the National Infrastructure Advisory Council in 2016. Today, we honor your significant impact on youth who are facing challenges, including parental incarceration, unstable foster care, and homelessness, helping them gain needed support to excel in higher education. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of New York and the Mercy University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you, Robert Carr, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. Thank you for congratulating Dr. Carr, and I'd like to now invite him to deliver our commencement address. Dr. Carr.
Greetings to you, Susan Parrish, the President of Mercy, Provost Eva Fernandez, and Dean Stuart Seidel, and faculty, family, and friends. Congratulations, you made it. Hoorah! It is an amazing honor for me to join on this day of triumph. You deserve to be very proud of yourselves and those who have stood behind you and alongside you, and to those who have played a role in supporting your journey that led to this stage. Parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, and family. You all have the right to sit up just a little taller in your seats today and in the future. And nobody can ever take what you have earned away from you. Never. You have earned this honor during one of the most unusual but exciting times in all of human history. These are the best of times for the vast majority of human beings on this planet. What we humans have learned in just the last few years is staggering. Whether learning more about the human body and all of its hormones and genomes, and what doors artificial intelligence will open, not to mention what men and women like Elon Musk, projects like SpaceX, might be doing next. However, I'm not sure about that new settlement of human beings on Mars. I don't think that might happen. And when you get to be my age, at 78, most of you will live another 20+ years as a healthy senior citizen due to the incredible progress we are making now in the field of medicine. And many of you in this audience are going to play a major role in serving these people, and each time you do that, you will be making this planet a little tiny bit better. I remember very well when I was in the place you sit now, getting my degree 58 years ago in 1966. I remember very well when I was in the place you said, getting my degree. Remember it because I was awarded a scholarship that time, a scholarship for $250, complete with my picture in the Joliet Herald News and a plaque to hang on my wall. I didn't yet know what I wanted to do with my life, but I knew I wanted to be the first person in my family to have one of those plaques. During my college years, I worked hard to understand what I truly believed in the deepest part of my being. Today, we would say, I wanted to know my why. Why am I on this planet? What am I supposed to do in the next few decades of my life? I took a few philosophy classes and studied the major religions. My mom had done a good job of teaching values like being self-reliant and always telling the truth and treating others the way you want to be treated. You know that golden rule. My mom said that we are no better and no worse. We are no better and no worse than our fellow human beings. We were all born into circumstances for which we had no knowledge or any control. Every one of you has overcome the hurdles of some kind, yet you did not give up, and you chose to pursue fields dedicated to helping those who face very high hurdles, obstacles of poverty, neglect, abuse, and mental health, not to mention the fear of being an imposter in the real world. The fear of being an imposter in the real world. It has been said that a society can be judged in the way it treats people in the dawn of life, like our children, and those who are in the twilight of life, the elderly, and those who are in the shadows of life, sick people, vulnerable and impoverished people. For your willingness and courage to help those related to the margins and the shadows of society, I thank you. When I started in college, I decided that I wanted to be a high school math teacher. But this newfangled business tool called a computer had just started up as I was getting my bachelor's degree in mathematics. I was very, very lucky to be in the right place at the right time. And I am well aware of my good fortune and fantastically good luck. I live today in a big house built long ago for Woodrow Wilson, who would go on to become the 28th President of the United States and the only president to have earned a PhD. But I grew up on the other side of the tracks, so to speak, on a country road in a little two-bedroom house that was crowded with 9 people, including my grandmother. My siblings and I did not have bedrooms or a place to study. In our house, there was not much money, but there were plenty of troubles. My father was a hard drinker who could be a mean and vindictive man. He knocked me and my siblings around both physically and mentally. One morning, he punched me repeatedly because I had embarrassed him by being the only boy among some girls in a small choir. And my parents didn't want me to go to college. And by the way, many of our students face the same thing today. They wanted me to go get a job. But I was determined to go ahead and go to college. I was awarded that $250 scholarship by the Lockport Women's Club. It came as a big surprise. I hadn't even applied for the scholarship. My hunch is that I was recommended by a school counselor who knew the circumstances in my family's home, but whomever it was, they stood behind me. The award made me proud and it gave me hope. It made me believe that my job was to do what I learned from my mom. Always be honest and do your part to make this world a better place. I vowed then that if I ever had extra money, I would give some of it to other kids who had grown up with economic hardship and other adversities. Against my parents' wishes, I enrolled at the University of Illinois. I left home and boarded the train alone that took me down to Champaign-Urbana, 120 miles away and another world away. Thank you. The $250 scholarship was worth a lot more then than it would be today, of course. But even then, it was not enough to put me through school. So I started working pretty much full-time in food service, starting at the horrible wage of 90 cents an hour, in addition to taking an overload of classes. I earned a bachelor's degree in mathematics in 3 years, and in my 4th year, a master's degree, which is my ticket for the future. My parents never did come to visit me at college, not even for graduation. After college, I taught at Parkland College and ran their computer department. Next, I was hired by the Bank of Illinois to set them up with a computer services division. And then I went off into business for myself at the age of 26, sure as ever that I would reach big success before my 30th birthday. But that didn't work out so well. Money was so tight that I was often on the edge of losing my house or my car. And when I turned 50, how old that is, when I turned 50, my business took off beyond my wildest dreams. We went public on the New York Stock Exchange and grew to become the 954th largest business on the Fortune 1000 roster. We had more than 4,400 employees, and I became a wealthy man. And I've kept my promise big time. A little over 20 years ago, I founded the Give Something Back organization. Give Back has provided mentoring, coaching, and full-time scholarships to 2,235 students. Of those, 1,590 have either graduated from college or trade school or are on a path to do so. That is 71.1%, and we did this despite the added challenges that came from COVID. In recent years, Give Back is focused on helping students who have lived through adverse childhood experiences, such as foster care, the incarceration of a parent, or homelessness. These are the students, as you know, that society often deems as not being quite college material. Those are fighting words to me. Students from Hardship and Give Back have gone on to become doctors, lawyers, social workers, president executives, business executives, teachers, and Give Back coaches. A few of our students are among you sitting in front of us. In fact, last year's student speaker at Mercy's graduation was one of our very own graduates, Enola Ogunlade. Some have come back to work for Give Back to help other young people face hardship. As you know from others, and perhaps from your own lived experiences, kids who have grown up with hardship have grit, a resilience, and a sense of determination. These qualities can help steer them to success, whether it's college, a profession, a trade, or a technical field. What is crucial for their success is that someone believes in them, counsels them, and helps create a student action plan, and so much more. Now you go forward on your path, help change lives for the better. In so doing, you will change your own life for the better. And know that I am proud to know many of you and that a lot of people are counting on you. Thank you.